And joining me now is the 70.3 world champion from Clearwater last year, Andy Potts, and by way of that, qualification into the Ford Ironman World Championship. Now, Andy, you're going in blind here. You haven't done an Ironman before, but everyone's looking at you to do very well, including me.
Well, thanks for the vote of confidence, I guess. I'm looking to challenge myself on race day and without trying to get ahead of myself. And if I can complete the distance, I think with incident-free, I can have a good day.
Yeah, absolutely. You raced last weekend in Dallas and hopped on the plane and came on over here to Kona. How was the flight?
Flight was, we sat a little bit long on the tarmac, but we got here safely with all bike parts intact. So.
And the whole family's out, Lisa and your beautiful baby there. So you've got a support crew here?
I've got a support crew. My son, Boston, 1.5, he's here. My wife, Lisa, and then my coach is coming in tomorrow, Mike. And so they'll hopefully be waiting for me and cheering me on. I've heard that it's almost as hard for the loved ones to watch you race as it is to race, but I don't know if they have to deal with the actual pain. They may get the anxiety, but not the physical pain.
Yeah, I think you got that one right, mate. It is very, very difficult for a person to watch their loved one, especially, go through a race. Now, Ironman, let's talk race day. Yeah. Obviously, haven't raced this distance before. What are you expecting?
My expectations are hopefully realistic. I want to try to be in the moment as much as possible and try to remember as much as possible in terms of when I'm feeling good, so I can always go back to those moments if they happen to be half hour before or an hour before, and I go through the tough spells. I'm hoping to keep my time in the no fun zone at a minimum, and maximize when I'm feeling good. And so my expectations are pretty low. But I also want to make it a race at the same time.
Yeah, well, sounds like you've got everything intact. I mean, every one of those words was right bang on, for a good day out there. You're a fantastic swimmer. It hasn't been, lately that a swimmer has actually gotten away from this pack. It was Farris a couple of years ago. He didn't race last year. So I'm picking you and Sanson, Benjamin Sanson, to, get out there and really mix things up there and to have those guys, forcefully make their way, toward you guys. So are you looking at the same sort of tactic there?
Yeah, race strategy-wise, I have to race to my strengths, knowing that it is a long day, but if you completely forget about your strengths, then you're getting away from what made you successful in the first place. And Benjamin Sanson is a fantastic swimmer, and we're going to talk before the race and hopefully push the swim as hard as we possibly can to make the first 40K, 50K of the bike as difficult as possible to maybe separate the contenders from the pretenders. And if we can put a lot of pressure on the super cyclists early, then I think that it just makes our day in the saddle a little bit less stressful, because it's going to be stressful enough.
Yes, well, I'm getting really excited. That was well said, mate. That makes me a real excited guy because we're going to see a race out there. Now, Andy, we want to wish you the very best of luck out there on race day. You're an Iron rookie, but you're a world champion, and we can't wait to see you go around.
Thanks, Greg, and hopefully I can live up to some of the expectations out there.
Yeah, absolutely, not a problem. That's Andy Potts. I am Greg Welch for Ironman.com.